Hello, Louisiana Beer Reviews back again with Black Butte Porter from Deschutes of Bend, Oregon.
Yeah, they got a little story on this. This is named after a peak in the area called Black Butte. This is coming at 5.5% alcohol. This is one of the older craft beer companies, established in 1988. Yeah, and it's supposed to be a chocolate coffee porter.
We can go to West Texas and see buttes, but that's as close as buttes are to us, which is like a kind of a flat top mountain,
All right.
similar to a mesa.
Hold on to that.
Very thick beige head. It's got a ruby highlight on the brown appearance. You might see the ruby with the sun shining through it, but you probably may not see that. 5.5, yeah. Years ago, we used to get this out at Martin's Fine Wine and Spirits,
I don't ever remember this.
and it was in bottles.
Did this come with a different label?
It had a different label, similar, but it was a different
No,
label,
It's got a scenery on it. I don't remember a beer with a scenery on it.
and it was in bottles, and they had one called Red Chair Pale Ale. Oh, it's certified kosher. And but then they disappeared. Like, pew. I never got to try their fresh squeezed IPA.
I had that
Then I went to Hawaii.
when I was in California.
I went to Hawaii in August and September, and I saw the stovepipe can of fresh squeezed, and I was like, oh yeah. The day I got to Hawaii, and I was walking around at one of the convenience stores, I was like, I'm buying this, and I brought it back to the hotel, and I did a review because I had heard so many things about that.
I was in Sacramento and I picked it up. It was good.
It was really good. And then I found Elysian's Dragon's Tooth Stout.
I've yet to try that.
Man, when I saw that at I saw it at 7-Eleven of all places in Hawaii, just like over there it's like an ordinary product, like in a convenience store. And I was like, in Louisiana, this would be like
Be a rundown for everybody.
yeah.
Cheers.
They'd be posting it on Facebook. Look what I found.
All right. So the appearance is dark like motor oil.
Yes.
Almost like a. Okay, I'm gonna go off. I'm holding up against the sun, and I'm gonna say it's kind of a dark mahogany.
You can see the ruby highlights coming
Yeah,
through.
ruby. It's almost like Coca-Cola or Pepsi Cola, whichever cola you choose. It's a cola color.
Or RC.
All right. So
And
the
now Mathern's has the new Imperial Frost Top Root Beer.
smells like a porter.
Imperial Frost Top Root Beer with real cane sugar and honey. All right,
Okay, let's get back to
All right,
the focus.
just get excited about Frost Top Root Beer. All right. Dark roast, coffee notes, but it doesn't say anything about coffee added.
Coffee and chocolate. It says in the little description.
Yeah,
that you
notes
Get
of coffee and chocolate.
Right.
But no, it doesn't add it. It just smells like it. Best within 7 months. Well, that's fine because we're well within that. And
that. You'd have to taste it.
I've had this before and I've loved it, and I'm gonna try it right now.
Oh yeah.
It's thin like a porter, which I don't mind because that's how porter's supposed to be.
Yep, that's how they're supposed to be. Stouts aren't supposed to be like
yeah, when
this.
I'm tasting all these stouts that are thin like this, that's got me on edge. There's somebody cutting grass way out there. Brown bread, a little bit of chocolate, like you get in a s'mores. I don't know why I say that, but that's what it tastes like. A little coffee note.
It's a sugar coffee chocolate kind of thing going on with it. It's like cane sugar. You can taste. There's a big difference between the sweeteners. There is that coffee note, which is kind of washed out, almost like what you get with a Yoo-hoo minus the dairy in it.
A dry
So
finish.
if you can imagine drinking a Yoo-hoo, which is basically chocolate water, but take the milk out of it. I don't know if you could imagine the taste of that, but it would be kind of watery,
And
chocolatey.
if you looked at the ingredients list for this beer, it would be about this long. If you look at the ingredients list for Yoo-Hoo, it would be like you couldn't get your fingers that wide.
Yeah. So it's very watery on the finish.
Yeah, very watery.
And that's what I'm saying. It's kind of like a clean finish, chocolate, coffee, cocoa nut going on with this. Not coconut, cocoa note.
Yeah.
With a fresh sugar finish, I would say. Kind of like a fresh sugar.
There's sugar notes, but it finishes dry. The bitterness is gone. There is no bitterness. Forget bitterness. If you want a bitter beer, you ain't getting it here. It's got a powdery, almost like
Wow,
cocoa powder.
it's almost like I'm drinking another coffee beer. We had that coffee ale and a coffee
Golden blonde coffee ale.
and this is almost like a second coffee.
Blonde roast. That was called blonde roast.
But you can tell it's coming from chocolate.
It's actually just coming from the roasted malts. There's no coffee or chocolate in this beer.
Really?
It's just the notes. They said it has notes of coffee and chocolate. It doesn't have coffee and chocolate added.
I'm not arguing with you. You don't have to raise your voice up.
It's from the way they roast it.
I think they've done an excellent job, and this is going to get a favorable score from me.
Yeah,
Very favorable score. This is an excellent beer.
I'll go with 9.3. An A. It is an A beer.
I think for a very
excellent
simple beer, it's going to get a 96 for me. It's really really good.
That's a little extreme.
Well, opinions like a-holes, everyone's got them, don't they?
So you could have said something like opinions are like noses. Everybody's got them. You could. This does not have to be like Showtime. This could be just like a nice beer channel with quality standards. I like it. I mean, I liked it when I first tried it. Does it seem like it's changed over the years? No. I think this is one of the first beers they ever made.
Oh, this is good.
So, anyway,
Oh, they ran out of gas.
that huge cow pasture over there, they abandoned it. Now it's almost a forest. Oh,
There's
well.
just an arpent over there.
Yep, 40 arpents. All right,
And a mule.
all the properties in Louisiana come in strips along the river.
Called arpents.
Yeah, they're long and skinny. That's how they.
And the reason why they called arpents is because that's the way they used to sell them, and it was part of the plantations.
It was an old measurement.
Arpents.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and all the subdivisions here are like they turned the plantation into housing developments, but they're
Yeah.
all like strips,
Right.
and they're named after plantations.
I know. Like Almond Estates and yeah. There's one over on the other
Sugar
side.
Ridge, Bell Point,
Yeah.
Kenilworth, Melrose. They're all named after plantations. Elmwood, yeah.
I know. Oh yeah, we don't want this and we don't want and we hate that and we hate but then gonna turn around and go, oh okay, well, we're just gonna name it after the plantation that used to be here.
Of course, in West Wego they got Lincolnshire.
Yeah.
That was not a plantation, Lincoln. All right, yeah. So it's most excellent. I'm saying 9.3. You're saying 9.6. So we're hovering around a 9.5, 9.4 and a half. So if you like good beer, buy it. Try it. You probably love it.
Yeah, and this I got a whole 6-pack of this for I think like $9.99. So
Can I get it in my town?
that's I mean, when you see a really good beer and you don't have to spend a whole lot of money on it, it's a no-brainer.
Now the question is, what's better, Founders Porter or Black Butte Porter? I think it mentally, cognitively, because I'm not doing a side-by-side, I'm thinking in my mind, I don't want to say it. I don't want to say it.
Founders.
I don't want to say it. All right.
Founders.
And we're going to end this review by saying y'all go to Oregon.
Founders.
Yeah, I've been to Oregon. I went to Pendleton. And I even went to the bus station in Portland, Oregon.
Did you hang out in the encampments?
No, I just saw the bus station, the bus terminal. It was very busy, and there was buses arriving, some leaving. It was like 3 in the morning.
Oh, that
2 in
sounds
the morning.
exciting, man. What a heck of a tourist area to
I
go
was so
to.
sleepy. Well, I took the wrong bus. And I had to wait in Pendleton for 8 hours, and then the next bus said, yes,
Oh, so the cat comes out of the bag. The reason why you would have, because you made a mistake.
yeah, and I had to go west to Portland, and then the bus went east to Spokane. Oh well, I got to see the bus station in Portland, so it worked out. 1999, an adventure trip. So I'm going to end this review by saying y'all go to Oregon and take a brewery tour.
And drink better beers, kids. This is one of them.